the real sound of H-Town, 97.9 The Box, the Mad Hatter
Morning Show.
We got Miss Cam here from KamChronicles on Instagram, Twitter. I don't know if you are what you would be called, a blogger, a social media influencer. How do you refer to yourself?
I am the social media maven.
Maven. Okay. So let's start there. How does this get started? Because I find the life of the bloggers, I'm saying blog, I'm sorry, or influencers kind of interesting because it's almost like you're your own media outlet, so to speak. Not kind of, you are. If I follow you, I know I'm going to get the latest news, not just locally, but all around the world. I can be up to date. And then, you might throw some inspirational stuff in there. You might get personal a little bit. But for the most part, it seems to be about a place where I can go to get information. But I could be describing what KamChronicle does on Instagram totally wrong. Your description of what you do is what?
Well, let me take you back. This started when I was younger. I'm from any neighborhood, Harm Clark, and I kind of was what you say, a popular girl. And I'm the one. No, seriously.
wait.
No. I'm like the girl next door. I hold everybody's secrets. So you
like a J Mac. You keep everybody's situation.
Congratulations, J Mac.
Okay,
plug.
Today's about you, baby. Thank you.
So you were kind of newsy when you were younger.
Exactly. So I'm kind of like
nosy.
Listen, nosy is. I'm gonna claim it. Yes. So my friend kind of dared me a couple years ago. Was like, hey Cam, what are you doing with your life? What you gonna do with it? So I said, okay, I'm gonna start KamChronicles, and I kind of got it from Houston Chronicles. So it's just my kind of newsletter to everybody, and it started off really small, where I thought, okay, I'll just bless the world with some kind of Houston news or whatever. And then fast forward, TMZ asked me to be on the show as a writer. So I said, okay, I'll just write. I was like, I just want to write, just get my little name in the newspaper, whatever. Then they said, hey, you want to be on TV? What? Not me. So literally 3 minutes later, I was on TV. So I had to call my family and say, hey guys, tune in. And since then, it's been on the rise. And I've interviewed a couple of celebrities like Cynthia Bailey, Willie Taylor, the whole VH1 cast. I was actually signed on to be a friend of the show for Love and Hip Hop for Houston, but that never happened. So basically, you describe my blog all in things. I cover everything from food topics to fashion, to entertainment, to sometimes the gossip. It just depends on how I want to let it out because I do get a lot of secrets, but I kind of hate the word blogger because it goes kind of with the term trashy and letting all this.
So?
I think so. We get a bad rap because sometimes
a lot of negativity
associated with
with
bloggers.
saying you're a blogger. 'Cause you willing to put any story out there. I feel like no matter if it's good, bad, or trashy, you just like.
I just feel like that's the description of. I never thought. I never looked
Food
at it
bloggers,
as when you hear the word blogger, bad person.
Yeah, No, when you try to book interviews and you put blogger, some celebrities will shy from it because they're like, for one, you're not the top entity, so it's like, okay, why are you asking me questions? Are you trying to release my information? Are you trying to trash me? So kind of sometimes I'll hold people's secrets. Like we knew Cardi B was pregnant before the public. At least I knew, my blog did. But she asked us, hey Cam, don't put it out yet. I didn't put it out. But there's some blogs that put it out.
Isn't the whole point of doing what you're doing is so you can get secrets? Because when you get the secrets and you release it before everybody else, you get more people to follow you, get more hits, and it's good for your business.
Yeah, but sometimes integrity as well.
So
most blogs don't have that.
So I'm just saying they don't,
And that's why the blogs lately have been given a bad rap.
Yeah.
But
true.
But that's what people want. I thought that's what people wanted. People want mess. I'm not a fan of it, but I know oftentimes, and I'm not saying that I even see mess on yours, to be honest with you.
I have mess sometimes, guys.
You have memes. You have really good memes.
Yeah, I do. I do bring the mess sometimes, but I want to bring a positive light as well because I do see that a lot of young people follow me. Right. So I want them to know there are other avenues than just being messy and just saying, oh, this person sleep with that person or putting the Kardashians.
Doesn't messy get you the numbers you want? Doesn't it get the hits that you want?
Actually, it does,
or is that not the goal for you?
It's not the goal for me, and sometimes the mess doesn't get the views because you have a lot of people who are now stay woke. They're like, hey, don't bash our people or don't put this out. I get a lot of hits for positive stuff, a lot of funny stuff, and me just being me. So people compare me to the Shade Room, but I don't have the assistants. I don't have like all the glitz and glam they do.
All you.
This is all me.
And I figured it just feels like it's more, like Shade Room. It feels like there's probably a couple of writers.
Now, don't get it wrong. It's a business.
No, I do. I think, and I was going to get to the business aspect, but I do think yours does come across personal. And I was going to ask you if you had a staff because it came across like this is some this is a person's own personal crusade.
Now, I did try to have a couple assistants, but then you get into the topic of people going through your DMs and they getting the personal information of celebrities and selling that information. So for right now, it's just me. I do want to grow into where I can trust people and actually, you know, have them do my contacts and things like that. But for right now, I'm 4 years strong by myself and I'm doing darn good. So.
Yeah. So what was your biggest story that you can remember? What's the one thing that you did where, you know, I mean, you probably get a lot of hits per day, but like this one got crazy hits.
I want to say recently the one Jazz put out about washing your legs.
Huh?
Like,
Remember?
Because, you know,
There
Jazz.
was a
wash your
story
legs in
that
the
came out
shower?
that said people will be forgetting to wash knee down.
Wait a minute. You got big hits on people
I
washing.
couldn't believe it. And I didn't
Told
post it till after Jazz said it because I saw it and I was like, this can't be real. Like, people not talking about this for real. Like, you wash your legs, J-Mac?
Of course I do.
There's only one person who doesn't, and that's
Yeah.
Jazz.
First of all, I do wash my legs. I say it sometimes the feet are forgotten because if my tub
That's
starts to
even worse.
flood. Like, no, listen, I wash my hair and then the
I
hair gets
literally-
caught, tub starts
Please
flooding.
don't do it, Cam, and say you join us.
No. I'm old school. You got to get every crick and crack. Like,
Yeah.
get that
In
natural
between the
hair.
toes? I
In
definitely
between
do
the
that.
toes.
What?
Every
Oh,
crick
okay,
and
okay.
crack.
Definitely not.
You never going to wash between your toes?
First of all, it
That
gets
scum
clean
is
in the
there.
water and you're already in there. It's dripping down. It's fine.
You don't have some ratchet dudes talk to you.
And I think I have a foot fetish, but whatever. I don't know how it's gonna
They
work.
gonna
With dirty feet.
Ever since never mind.
You like sucking other dudes?
No, I
Okay,
like,
this is about.
But no,
Yeah.
this story was so
New
big.
story, Cam.
Taylor,
New
listen,
story here.
Taylor, it got so
Yes,
big because
exposed.
Taylor Swift talked about it on the Ellen show. So it's that big where people are really not washing their legs, and that's the kind of hits you get. Like you may get some hits on messy stories, but I got almost like 300,000 hits on people not washing their freaking legs.
That's crazy.
crazy, right?
It's always that weird stuff too. You like you do all this work to get somebody like, oh, I'm gonna get some hits on this, and it'd be
Yeah.
that one where you say something inspirational. God is love. Million hits.
Listen, it
What?
happens like that.
That's all I needed to do.
It happens
Love.
like that. I mean, even when I posted my little interview with Cynthia Bailey, it got maybe 50,000 hits, and I was hoping for more.
Right.
And then I post something like, someone driving in traffic is like 300,000 hits. It's like, what does America want? What do you want from me? I don't understand. So I'm still learning, but I've learned now the different time zones, what people expect when they're driving home, when they're waking up, stuff like that. So,
Oh wow, so that could also change
yeah,
the time of day.
yeah, and a lot of people want to just say they want to start a blog, but it's a lot of work. You have to look at your insights. You have to look at who you're targeting, what's your target area. Like right now, Houston's my number 3 target area.
Really?
My number 1 is Lagos.
what?
Yeah,
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Why,
And what's number 2?
why would Nigerians have an interest in what you're putting
They're in a
out
different time zone, and sometimes I have like insomnia. I'm up late at night, so I'm posting. They get to see it first, or they may just
Oh,
repost
I see.
it, or
Gotcha,
you know.
gotcha,
And even if so, you have to brand out. Like I try to reach out to different radio stations in different countries,
Mm-hmm.
or different bloggers in different countries. I don't want to just settle for the South.
I got you.
So
Do
you
everything.
just have to network, and I mean, I'm just learning. I'm loving the experience. It's gotten me to do food, some reviews for Food Network, working with BET, VH1, and I mean. And I'm loving being like a homebody too. I kind of got the fame, but I'm still like a local person, you know?
So you kind of like you just work for self. Was that always the goal to be? I guess you're self-employed. You're your
Yeah.
own business.
I mean, that's what I want to do. And most people don't know I do have a 9 to 5. I work in commercial real estate.
oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought all you did was
So
this all day.
no, and but I'm going to there to where I can just do that for myself, just by
Right.
myself. But I mean, it's a struggle. So I want people to know that just don't start a business and just quit your job. don't do that because you need money to invest in your business. Like I'm buying cameras, I'm buying promotion. Like right now, I run like every other week, half off promotion deal for businesses. So if you want to get your business promoted, you come to my page. We can schedule a consultation. We'll figure out your plan, and we can just go ahead and promote for you on all my social media antics. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr,
People
Twitter.
still on Tumblr? I didn't know.
They
that.
are. That's a big number there.
Really?
Tumblr. I mean, it's not our demographic, but
Say no more.
Jimbo them over there.
the Wranglers,
What up,
the Wranglers,
Jimbo?
they there.
Wranglers. The
So for
Wranglers.
Houston, what would you say is the best time for posting?
For Houston, the best time posting is in the morning when everyone's like listening to you guys for sure in the morning. Like I can tag like you guys' conversation and people will backtrack it because it's like right on our same time network. But for Cali people, I want to say around lunchtime because they're 2 hours behind us.
Right.
So we want to get them, they're in traffic. And then if you want to get the New York lifetime, you get them around 6 o'clock. They got theirs. It's a method to everything. And if you just look,
Sound like you working all day long.
You are.
when you're like really like loving what you do, you're not working.
Who said that?
Me, Cam.
Spike Lee.
Oh, Spike Lee said the same thing. I asked him that
No,
question.
yeah, do the right thing. But listen, for real, like I'm at work and I'm closing contracts for commercial real estate, and I'm on the side like doing post real quick, and I got it. Right. And they have different apps now where you can time out your posts, so I know at 10 o'clock this post is going to go out and hit this many people. Wow. Or and it's a method to everything. So you have to look at your insights just to see what your brand is doing. And if your insights are not working, try something else. You
learned this all on your own. Was there was not a teacher that taught you all this?
No.
So it's trial and error.
When
you're social media maverick. So
but what I do want to shout out to the people who helped me come along, because it has been self-taught. But I did work with the internet radio station Core 94, and they helped me learn more about the visual side of it, because everything for me was like an iPhone. But I understand now you have to record it, post it, YouTube it, share it, things like that. So a lot of people that are around Houston do support me, and they do help me out. Shout out to a lot of, well, really all the Houston artists who I've interviewed, like Zero, Slim Thug, Lil Flip, a lot of people, even Misha, she's Happy Hair, they all has endorsed me and helped me out to do what I want to do every day. So.
And what's the next goal now? Because you say that you're doing this and you're trying to grow it. So how do you grow it, and how do you get to the next level? Is the next level television? How do you branch out from here doing this?
What I want to do is the next step for me, I want to get my media company up and running, i.e. like the Shade Room, TMZ, to where I can cover these red carpet hostings and things like that, and CNN level. Because if you guys just saw a new story out, most of our black media companies, they get overlooked on the red carpet. Yeah. And Halle Berry made it big this past 2 weeks ago. They passed up these black companies, and she was like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me get them. Yeah. So my goal is to get in the forefront of that. We are now in the middle. We were in the back. We're in the middle. So my goal now is to hit up all the red carpets. I mean, even go as far as CNN covering stories, just to get my voice out there. I started little, and my goal was to be little at first, because that's all I thought that I could do. Right. So I didn't have the help and the support. But now it's like,
and you're not limited to just urban stories.
No, not at all.
When I see KamChronicles, I can get news about, the Wrangler crowd. As
one in me.
Because I just know you're a Wrangler crowd type of like guy, Jimbo. No disrespect. Not in the redneck kind of way, but
No, I cover it all, because, and truthfully, it's funny, because when I go out, my Wrangler friends are the ones who's like, hey, Cam, hey. I'm like, Wrangler friends. I'm like, where you see me from? Instagram. So it's like, I try to cover all stories, because, I mean, when you watch the Channel 2 news, you just don't see Rap-A-Lot stories.
Yeah, I got you.
You see CNN, you see the other stories. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get all the stories out, all the news, KamChronicles style. That's what I want to do.
People who are trying to come up in the business, here's why I also was interested in it, because I see kids all the time, and they talk about being in social media or radio, something like that. And I always feel like that's so 90s and 80s, because I believe that communications and music and all this, there's new things coming. Do you see the same thing as well, or will all these mediums still be hand in hand 5 to 10 years down the road?
It's two things. I think we'll still be media hand in hand long term, because, I mean, there's a need for it, there's a demand for it. Right. But I also feel like that some people are rushing towards the reality world of it, saying, oh, I'm going to do this real quick so I can get on TV, so I can get a deal. But it's like, no, this is hard work. J-Mac, how long you been doing it? I'm sorry, Hatta, how long you been doing this?
Ooh, long. Probably your age.
Okay, Matt, how long you been doing this?
Long time.
Okay, so I'm only really 4 years in the game. Like I told you, this experience came before KamChronicles. So people are to rush. And so I want the young ones to take advantage of your opportunities at your high schools, your colleges. Take these communication classes. Learn the logistics of it. Don't just rush and say, I'm going to be the next Mad Hatter. No, you're not. You have to build relationships. You have to build trust. You have to build jobs so that you can get your media brand, out there. So just take your time and get your paperwork in order.
KamChronicles. Hey, everybody, I'm not going to assume that everybody is following you, so they can follow KamChronicles and everything that you're doing. Tell them how they can do that.
All right, you guys can find me on all social media outlets. As a matter of fact, if you just hit Google, type in KamChronicles, that'll bring up everything I have done around the world, all the news outlets and things like that. And one more thing can I ask for you guys.
Sure.
This is the dream of everybody to be on 979 The Box, right? Matt, can we get freestyle real quick? Something.
Do it!
Do it.
Acapella.
Drop that beat.
Chronicles, dog.
Give me a beat.
He don't need no beat. He's a poet. He a poet.
Okay. H-Town me. Hold up.
Here we go.
Cam on the morning show, it just don't stop. She got a blog, and believe me, it's hot. I'm the freestyle king. This is what I do. The school I went to is what, Cam?
TSU.
Hey.
TSU. And you know how they go. Man, I'm the greatest. I got that super dope flow. Looking at the camera, she's looking at me. Jazz saying J Mac should be on TV, but I'm
really
doing this for
saying
Cam,
really don't.
and she does it for. I missed her.
Sorry, we threw you off.
No, but Cam,
That
thank
made
you.
my day.
No,
Thank
you
you
for
guys
coming
so
up. Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. 979 The BOXX.